This is Jonathan Agnew of 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Liam Beefy Smith. We're here in Istanbul for IBA Pro 7. Liam, how are you enjoying your time here so far?
Yeah, good mate, very good, very, privileged to be here. Some huge names, big stars across the board with, different sports, different, got a few actors here and stuff. So yeah, I'm privileged to be here and excited to see what it can do.
New entity into boxing can never be a bad thing, right?
No, definitely not. Great way. You see now His Excellency and the Saudis kicked off their events with huge names, and you can see IBA trying to do the same thing with the stars that are attracting here for this event. So fingers crossed it goes the same way as the Riyadh season and stuff like that, because bigger platforms, more platforms are only good for boxers.
Liam, what's the latest with yourself?
Nothing, no latest at all. Coming off the back of a loss and a bit of a poor performance, so I'm just having a bit of a rest with my family and see what's what. I make no decisions just yet, so we'll see what happens in the next month or so.
Fair enough. Just get your opinion on some of the fights coming up. Starting with a couple of weeks, Usyk and Dubois. Who are you leaning towards?
Usyk. Yeah, can't look past Usyk.
What do you think Dubois got to do to have any chance of winning? Rough
him up, knock him flat out. I think he doesn't win on points, so I think he's got to rough him up, put him on him, show his size, show his strength, and I think he's got to nail Usyk to the floor.
Got Itauma against Whyte in August, sort of youth against experience. Who wins that one?
I like Dillian, but I think Moses wins and wins well. I think he's a class act. I think Dillian's best days are probably behind him, and I think he's a special talent, Moses. So I think Moses wins.
You fought Canelo Alvarez, got that big fight with Terence Crawford coming up. Who do you think takes that?
Canelo. Again, Terence Crawford, a class fighter, but a class 147 or 154. Would he be a class 160 maybe, but 168's a bit of a push too far against a special fighter in Canelo. I think size will be big on the night.
It's also Pacquiao Barrios. Obviously Pacquiao coming off like 4 years out, 46 years old. Where do you go with that one?
Yeah, I don't want to see it. Obviously I'll watch it because it's Pacquiao. I'll watch it probably because it's boxing a world title fight on the telly, but yeah, I think we're seeing it because Barrios is probably a weak WBC champion, but Manny Pacquiao been out the ring for so long at 46 years of age. Yeah, I don't really want to see it.
Actually, lastly, Callum's here this week. It's been talking about Benavidez, Yard. Which one do you prefer out of that?
I prefer Benavidez because, there's just ways I can answer that question for you, but Benavidez is negotiating at the moment. Benavidez is for the WBC world title. Anthony Yards is for nothing. But bragging rights, which Callum doesn't really need. He's the best lightweight in Britain. He's proved that time and time again. So, I don't know. Unless it's on a big Riyadh season card against Anthony Yards for a truckload of money, then I'd like to see him fight Benavidez and try and win them world titles, which he's still in boxing for.
Liam, appreciate it.
Mate, thanks, Sean.